It starts like any ordinary quiz show. Bright lights, a polished stage, the familiar hum of anticipation in the air. 3 contestants stand behind their podiums. And then the category appears, Wonderland. At first it seems simple, but what follows is anything but predictable. You can almost feel it, that subtle shift in the room. The host smiles. Wonderland for $1,000. Dave buzzes in quickly, confident. What is a caterpillar? A pause. Then you got it, correct. And just like that, Dave takes the lead. But this isn't just a game about knowledge. It's a game about perception, because in Wonderland, nothing behaves the way you expect. And that's where things begin to change. Wonderland for $800. The board resets. The tension builds again, but this time, something different happens. Answer. Daily double for Dave. The audience reacts immediately. A ripple of excitement spreads across the room. Dave leans forward slightly. This is his moment. How much of that $2,200 do you want to risk? A question that feels bigger than it sounds. This isn't just about points. It's about confidence. It's about instinct. Dave doesn't hesitate. Let's make it a true daily double. A bold move, all in, you can almost feel the shift again. Like the stakes just doubled emotionally. Alright, I like it. The host nods, going for $4,400. Now everything slows down. The next clue appears. In Wonderland. Dave buzzes in almost instantly. What is otter? And then, sorry, a small word. But it hits hard because the correct answer wasn't otter. It was curiouser and curiouser. And just like that, Dave loses everything he risked. He drops back to $2,200. It's early in the game. But emotionally, that moment matters. Confidence, once shaken, never quite feels the same. But here's the question. What happens next? Dave takes a breath. A quiet recalibration. Because in games like this, recovery is everything. Wonderland for $600. The game moves forward. But now, there's a new energy. Less certainty, more caution. The chief difficulty Alice had while playing this game was in managing her flamingo. A strange clue. Almost absurd. But that's the nature of Wonderland. Ivana buzzes in. What is croquet? Correct. Clean. Confident. Precise. And just like that, momentum begins to shift. You can feel it happening, not loudly, but steadily. Because while Dave took the risk, Ivana took control. And sometimes control wins games. But this isn't just about right answers. It's about rhythm, flow, timing, and something else. The ability to stay calm when everything feels slightly off. Wonderland for $400. The clues keep coming. But now every answer feels heavier, because every move is shaping the outcome. Dave buzzes again. What is the tea party? Yes, the Mad Tea Party. Correct. A small recovery. But an important one. Because it shows something crucial. Dave isn't out. Not even close. You can almost feel his confidence trying to rebuild itself, piece by piece. But here's the thing about momentum. It doesn't just come back, it has to be earned. And in a category like Wonderland, even the simplest clues can carry unexpected twists. So the question becomes, can Dave regain control? Or will the game continue to slip away from him? Wonderland for $200. The lowest value on the board. But sometimes the smallest steps matter the most. Ivana buzzes in again. What is the rabbit hole? You got it. Another correct answer. Another quiet shift. Because while Dave is recovering, Ivana is advancing, steadily, calmly, and without taking unnecessary risks. You can almost feel the contrast now. 2 different strategies, 2 different mindsates, 1 game, and only 1 outcome waiting at the end. But here's what makes this moment interesting. It's not just about who's ahead. It's about who adapts. Because in Wonderland, nothing stays predictable for long. And just when you think you understand the pattern, everything changes. The board clears. The round moves forward. But something lingers. That daily double moment, that decision, that risk. Because moments like that don't just affect the score. They affect the mindset, and mindset changes everything. You can almost imagine what Dave is thinking. Should he have waited? Should he have played it safe? Or was that bold move still the right call, just with the wrong outcome? Because here's the truth. In games like this, risk isn't the problem. Timing is. And sometimes even the best decisions don't lead to the best results. But that doesn't mean they were wrong. And that idea, that uncertainty, is what makes this story more than just a quiz show moment. It becomes something deeper, something relatable. Because everyone has had a moment like that. A choice, a risk, a split-second decision that didn't go the way they expected. And the real question isn't what happened, it's what happens next. The game continues, but now every contestant is more aware, more focused, because they've all seen what can happen, how quickly things can change. And that awareness sharpens everything. The buzzers, the timing, the confidence, but also the hesitation. Because sometimes after a big loss, the hardest thing to recover isn't points, it's belief. And yet Dave keeps playing, he keeps answering. He keeps showing up in the moment, and that matters. More than the scoreboard, more than the category. Because resilience isn't loud, it's quiet, it's steady. It's the decision to keep going even when things don't go your way. And you can almost feel that energy now. Not just from Dave, but from the entire stage. A shared understanding that this game, simple as it looks, is really about something much bigger. And just like that, the round comes to a close. No dramatic ending, no sudden twist. Just a series of moments. Choices, answers, risks, recoveries. But when you look back, it tells a story. A story about confidence, about uncertainty, about the strange, unpredictable nature of something as simple as a question. Because in Wonderland, logic bends, expectations shift, and even the most certain answers can feel uncertain. But maybe that's the point. Maybe the real lesson isn't about getting every answer right. Maybe it's about how you respond when you don't, because that's where the real story lives. In the moments after the mistake, in the quiet decision to keep going, and in the realization that sometimes being curiouser and curiouser isn't wrong. It's just part of the journey. And as the lights fade and the game moves on, one thing becomes clear. This wasn't just a quiz round. It was a reminder that even in the most structured environments, there's always a little bit of Wonderland, and you never quite know what's coming next.